Yeah, exactly. That you kind of pretty much answered my next question actually, because I've always been kind of curious as to why we as adults kind of lose that honesty and curiosity as we get older. I mean, is it through life, like life experiences, or we become, kind of not sure how to ask it, but why do you feel, through your experience as a psychologist, that, as you said, like kids are so curious and so honest, but the older we get, we lose both of these things, which I think are so crucial in life. Like, we should never
Yeah.
lose creativity. We should never lose that curiosity or honesty. I mean, why do we kind of lose these big traits as we get older, do you feel?
So I think, first off, everyone's different. So some people do stay curious.
Yeah.
But if I think about the developmental stages of someone's life, when we're born, we can't walk, we can't talk, and we're just absorbing all this information from the world around us and from what other people are doing. And so I kind of frame that as like maximum curiosity. Like, my survival depends on this curiosity, because if I'm not paying attention to everything around me, I don't know the adults to trust. I don't know, when this discomfort goes away. And it happened to be that, when I cried out, this discomfort left me. And then I realized, oh, I cried out and this adult did something, and then the discomfort left me. And then you start to piece more and more of the world into a framework. And as you get older, you become more skilled at, like in psychology, we call it higher order thinking, but stuff like problem solving and metacognition. So thinking about your own thinking process. So, what did I do that worked really well then? And maybe I could try this other tactic, which I used previously in a similar situation. And, these kind of really complicated thought processes become more accessible to us, in our late teens or early 20s. And so the more we get better at that kind of stuff, the more we can rely on automated ways of thinking. So I've seen the situation before, and generally speaking, this kind of thing happens and this kind of thing is useful, and this kind of response is the most efficient. So we kind of operate using these time-saving techniques, because if you think about all the things we have to navigate as adults, we can't take the time to really ponder and be curious about every single little decision. And so we spend a lot of our time on autopilot. Like, okay, I got an email similar to that last week, and I replied a little bit like this, and it kind of seemed to work. I bumped into someone in the street and they kind of asked me this thing, and I responded in this way, and it kind of seemed to work. So as we get more skilled at analyzing the situations around us and responding in an automatic way, or like the most efficient way, I think we can become less in the moment. And that detachment from the present means that it's harder to be curious. That's kind of like a bit of my understanding of child development, mixed in with my kind of rough thoughts on being in the moment and like heuristics. So these kind of use of rules of best fit as a time-saving device.
I love that.